gwicoka siasa na ciokire citari njega makirugama no riu ni tukurikia ni moe twina itangi nene muno kuria nyana ria kuhe andu aguku mai makuigana makunyona magwikana makurima na iro cio ni ndi ucoke njira-ini utigarite handu hanini na ni ngwenda kumwakikishira ati wira uria wothe ndanjiriirie ndi mumbunge ni ngurikia ni Deputy President barabara ya kuma kwa gavana guthii center guthii Korano guthii Gatung'ang'a onayo ni tukurikia ona ni tijia kirikiria kuma kwa gavana nginya Kiamariga ya kuma cieni guthii nginya ari agwetagwo kuma Marua Gatung'ang'a Magajo cieni haria TikTok guthii nginya State Lodge kugo guthii kura gwakwa na maundu macio mothe tuguthii thurikitie he baria ngihaha nayo ya kuma Gitundu tiguka Kabiru-ini maracio ciothe no ndirarumirira na wira no mwene no ndirona ta andu aria twerire magitutithikire ta matiganire na wira ri wira wakwa ni ngutindika uria ndanjiririe tugutindika wira ucio nigetha tuthie turikitie yuria MCA andu mucokeria ngatho uthikagiria andu aria marauga wane wathungu waitu nicio itonga citu kamathikagiria uria marauga mugekaga uria marauga tondu nio maugaga ni hau niho ngoragwo ndi ithikagiriria ground iria yau katwarana nayo no guko turajikite. And let me say, this issue of drug and substance abuse, I sat down with President William Ruto, my boss, and we agreed that there was a problem, and a big problem. And the president asked me to lead the war against drug and substance abuse. And among the regions that were very affected was the Mount Kenya region. We were losing an entire generation in another 10 years. And the president asked me to lead the war, and the matter went all the way to the cabinet, and we agreed what we must do. And I put together a multi-agency team under my leadership, and we have made substantial progress. And our children are back to work. And we shut down all bars that were selling illicit fruits. And people have been very happy. So when I started hearing last week that some people want to interfere with that work, one, I heard that our local member of parliament has directed the security officers in Karatina, purporting on orders from above to reopen our bars. One, a member of parliament cannot instruct security officers. And if the security officers in this region are taking instructions from a member of parliament, we shall discipline them. But to my shock, I came last night. This morning, as I was walking around in the village, I came face to face with what I knew a year ago. I found some young men at 6 a.m. in the trenches drunk, which means some bars have been reopened. Let me say this. One, I've never missed a single cabinet meeting, so there is no decision that has been made by the cabinet to stop the war against illicit. Number two, the last meeting I chaired 10 days ago, we are on course. Let me say this because it's important that I say so. One of the most successful intervention that has made people very happy in this country and in this region with the government of President William Ruto was a war against illicit brew. Anybody stopping that war or undermining it is setting the president and the government against the people. And if you people at the interior think that you want to interfere with this very successful program, so that maybe you undermine the deputy president because he's the one who has been leading this war, you are effectively undermining President William Ruto and his administration. And let me say, Mr. President, if you allow overzealous officers at Harambee House with a political scheme to interfere with this war against illicit brew, those people, those officers will set you up against the people. Nao watu watakosanisha rais na wananchi. True or false? Nyinyi mkifikiria kuna siasa mnacheza hapo. Ati kwa sababu hii program Rigathi Gachagua ndio anaongoza, amepata umaarufu. Ati mfungue zile vilabu zilikuwa zinauza pombe baya, ndio watoto waanze kukufa. Mtakuwa mnamhujumu na kumkosea Rais William Ruto na serikali yake. I want to say and I want to advise nikiwa hapa kanisani. The popularity or otherwise of our administration will depend on the interference or non-interference with the war against illicit brews. These people, the women, our children, parents have been very happy with the government. Kwa sababu watoto wetu walikuwa wanapotea. Nyinyi mkikaa hapo, mtumie wabunge ambao wamepotea njia. Ati mfungue vilabu zile zilikuwa zinauza pombe baya ya kuua watoto. Watoto waanze kulala kwa mitaro. Watoto waanze kukufa kwa pombe. Mtakuwa mmemkosea rais. And the political damage you do to the president and the government will not be repaired. Eda mera, adwashi mara ugate ira kwisho hii guru. Ije iro lagaga ciana citu ciana ciaje gukua. Ni president murahitiria na kumuhurithania na atimia na aciari. Mugeciria kuri siasa murathaka hau. Icio ni siasa njuru muno. And I want to tell our officers, if there are such instructions, they should be in writing, so that we know who is giving those instructions. I would like the DCC Madeira East and Madeira West to tell us if they have any written instructions to reopen the bars that were selling illicit brews, as it has happened. This morning is my lowest day in the last 1 year, when I have found our children back in the trenches at 6 a.m. in the morning. What are we doing? What kind of politics are we playing? How are we going to play with the lives of our children? This is a program that the president gave me for 1 year, and we have succeeded to save an entire generation. And you want, because of stupid, primitive politics, to undermine that program, thinking that you are undermining the deputy president. What happened? orphans to our children. What are you going to tell their mothers who are so happy with what the government had done? Please, people at Interior, stop those games.